So today we'll be talking about renting properties abroad, or I would specify renting properties in Australia, what you should know, what you can do, what you cannot do, what you should expect. Yes, it's a lot. Hi, my loves. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is what? Lola Lolita, if you're seeing baby girl for the very first time. Welcome back to my channel, okay? I do videos about lifestyle, migrating, travel here and there, living your best life in a new country, okay? So if you're interested in that, definitely subscribe, like, share, and comment down below. All right, welcome to the farm. So today we'll be talking about renting properties abroad, or I would specify renting properties in Australia, what you should know, what you can do, what you cannot do, what you should expect. Yes, it's a lot. So we're going to start with how rental applications work in Australia. So you start off with going on the real estate domain, a few websites, Facebook Marketplace, to see what kind of accommodations are available. Once you find the accommodation you like, you would put in your application, of course, go for house inspection. So they usually like, especially in Tasmania where I live, they like you to come in for inspection, see what the house looks like, and then you decide if you want to put your application. So sometimes they ask you to put the application in before you view the property, or you view the property, then you put your application in, right? So after all that, so you've done all that phase, and now you have the house, right? You've gotten the apartment, your very first apartment or shared accommodation. So let's just, in this video, we'll talk about getting your personal space. You are able to afford it, you have everything, the whole house is yours, right? So here are some of the things you should not do when you move in. First of all, I know in Nigeria, when you rent a house, you can renovate it. You can literally paint it, put things on the wall, like, put nails on the wall to hang frames and all of that. Here in Australia, that is not allowed. So it's like an unwritten rule. You cannot damage. For them, they see that as damage. You're not supposed to change the property, right? You can try and find a way to hang your decorations, but if you put holes in the wall, there's something called bond here. So that's basically 4 weeks rent. So some places would ask you for 2 weeks of bond. That means, let's say you pay $300 per week, right? So you pay $600, which would be held in Tasmania. It will be held by the state government. Like, there's a body that would hold that money for you, but it's in case, maybe you're leaving the property, there's a damage or anything, the house agent or the landlord will use that money to do repairs, and they'll give you your remaining bond. But if there was no issue with the house, the government will transfer the money back into your account, right? So it's like there's a middleman, the landlord, the government, and then the government is holding the money, right? Okay. So some places ask for 4 weeks bond. That means 4 weeks of your rent. So if you're paying 300, that's 1,200 you'll pay as bond. You can't touch that money. It's not, it's just sitting there. It's only when you're leaving that property that you get the house. And there are rules that apply, that you might not be able to get all of your bond. Maybe you are breaking your lease. When I say breaking your lease, that means you had maybe a 6-month contract, and after 3 months you decide you don't want to live there again. Some of those things might affect if you would get your full bond back. Okay, so drilling holes in the wall, even if you want to hang your TV on the wall, and you drill holes in the wall, that's another issue. What you can do is, I've seen people like trying to fix that when they are ready to leave, but majorly they frown upon that. Another thing you should expect is, they have like really good maintenance culture here. When I say really good maintenance culture, so let's even start with things you should prepare for. First of all, we'll talk about rent. So rent here in Australia is paid every fortnight. So you pay rent every 2 weeks or every week, right? In Nigeria, I feel like it's nice and it's not nice at the same time here in Australia, because in Nigeria you pay for the year. Most places, like, you pay your rent for 1 full year and you are done. 365 days, 12 months, you are not thinking about your rent because you have paid it off, right? But here in Australia, as you work, you pay as you go, right? So you pay every 2 weeks. or every week, depending on the agreement you have with your landlord. So another thing is some companies, some real estate agents would dip into your account every fortnight to take the money out automatically, or you would set it up yourself to pay the rent automatically, right? So get ready for that. That was like a major uh change for me, because I'm like, okay, why am I paying every 2 weeks? I have to pay something. I don't like it. I don't like it. But yeah, that can be good and it can be bad depending on how you see it. Another thing is extra key. I don't know. I just feel like, I might be wrong though, but usually you have like an extra, like they'll give you, like here they give you just one key. If you need an extra key, you need to go to the locksmith to make a new one for yourself. Also, another thing would be that you need to prepare for every 3 months. I would say it might go over or be, but usually it's like every 3 months they would come and inspect your property. So get ready for it. They expect the property to look clean and nice and presentable, because when they come, they are going to take pictures. So they'll keep pictures over a period of time while you are there. So every 3 months, your house agent would come into your house, whether you're at home or you're not at home. They would, of course, inform you ahead of time. They would give you notice, like 2 weeks notice or 1 month notice, that okay, we're coming for inspection on this date. If you are not in, they would let themselves in. And if you are in, you open the door, they'll come in, take pictures, and they'll get out of your way. So get ready for that. Yes, it feels like someone is invading your privacy, but they are coming to see how you have managed the property. Because it's one thing to say, oh, I'll manage the property well. It's another thing to actually maintain and manage the property well. So they come in every 3 months to view the property and see how you've managed it. If you've done anything to it that you shouldn't be doing, that is when they would see that. Okay. Another thing is, if you rent a property here, which is what it should be like for every other place, if there's like a leakage, or like maybe your bathroom tap is not working properly, or something is wrong with the house, you just need to message your house agent like, okay, this is happening, can you get someone to come and fix it? In your agreement, in your rental agreement, they will definitely tell you, oh, these people are, these are things they are responsible for changing. So things like light bulb, obviously if it burns, you would be responsible for that. They're not coming to fix light bulb for you, but like any other structural issue, they will definitely come and fix it. Sometimes you deal with very, very stingy or crazy landlords that find it so hard to approve even the littlest renovations in the house, but you need to just push with your house agent, because they're supposed to be the middleman between you and the landlord, right? So those are all the tips I have. So if you are renting a house, try to maintain it, try to keep it well, live there like it's your property. Also, if you have friends over, make sure they're not damaging the property, because you would bear that cost in the long run. You are the one that has the agreement with the landlord, right? So those are some of the things you should know. And also when you are moving houses, so don't do the house anyhow and be like, oh, I'm going to live in the long run. Usually if you are living where you're currently living and you're going to another place, the new place you are trying to rent from will try and get a reference check from your old property manager. So they are going to tell them whether you did well or you did not do well, right? So keep that in mind when renting a property. So those are all the things I would say you should look out for when renting a property in Australia. I hope this video has been helpful one way or the other, especially if you are still in your home country thinking to relocate to Australia. These are some of the things you should look out for, you should know about. And I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you all so much for watching. Hi, baby girl. I will see you all in my next video. Okay. Bye.